Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, non-binaries. How do you do? I am Random Broom, and tonight we are going to chat about the gym. So, a little context about me. I have been a gym instructor for, since I was 21, so 11 years at this point. I have my gym instructing, I have my PT, I have my GP referral, and about 10 continued professional development qualifications in gym instructing, and I have been in the leisure industry for about 10 years. I've been working in the leisure industry for about 10 years. So I did it while I was at uni as well. And I have been working out for about 12 years. So that's where I'm coming from. But tonight I am going to talk to you about what to expect on your first day, your first week, your first month, your second month, your 6 months, and then forever after. Because to be honest, if you can get past your first 6 months, the likelihood is you're just going to carry on. Okay, I've set it all out on a timeline so we can see, and I'm going to run through some bullet points of what you can expect and what you should be doing at these points, okay? These little numbers, these 100%, 65, 50, 25, 12, and 5, are the amount of people that will stick around for that, okay? So day one, 100% of people. Week after week one, about 65% of that 100% will be there, will still stay. After 1 month, you're 50%, around 50%. That's what that little thing means. After 2 months, you're down from that initial 100% down to about 25%. Then you're going to be, after 6 months, down to about 12% of that initial 100. And then that 5% will carry on forever. Okay? Or they'll be very, very into it. So let's get started. So our first day in the gym, what do we want to do to get our biggest success? We want to pick a correct gym for you. That basically means if you're a powerlifter, you go to a powerlifting gym. If you want to become a powerlifter, go to a powerlifting gym. If you're very nervous, go to a commercial or a leisure center. Like, it's all about picking the right gym for you. If you're experienced and you're going bodybuilding, the likelihood is you're going to want something with a lot more free weights and a lot more things. So do your research on the gyms around you and make sure that you are going to the correct gym for you, including for your budget. Okay, if you're paying, I don't know, £100 for a gym membership every month and you're on minimum wage, the likelihood is you are not going to keep that up. Okay, so make sure that you're picking something that suits your lifestyle, the lifestyle you have now, not the lifestyle you want. Okay, pick a convenient gym. Oh my god, this is the one that everyone struggles with because they want to go to the best looking gym. They do not want to go to the most convenient gym. If you are driving 30 minutes out of your way to the gym, out of your regular daily life, out to the gym, and you're coming back 30 minutes and you're working for an hour and you're working out for an hour, that's a 2-hour gym session. For some people is fine. Is the one closer to your house more convenient? Basically, convenience is going to be one of the main things that keeps you going to the gym. Okay, if it's easy to do, you're going to do it more and more. Okay? Once you have picked a gym and you're like, you know what, this seems like a good, comfortable place for me, because that's what you're really looking for. You're looking for a good place for you. You're looking for a good fit. You're looking for a good fit on what you want to do, what your potential future is going to look like, and stuff like that. You can also swap gyms, okay? But once you're in it, talk to the staff. Understand what you get from that gym with your membership, okay? If we keep going, get your health checked. This is like quite a big one. Does the gym do a health check at the start? Okay, a lot of leisure centers and stuff like that will take your blood pressure and get you to fill out a health questionnaire at the start. If you're going down the route of like a personal training gym, like one that just has PTs, like the commercial gyms, do they offer a free like health check and stuff like that? If they do, take it, okay? Like, take it, talk to them, understand where you're starting from. What's your weight? What's your height? What's your BMI? What's your blood pressure? What's your resting beats per minute? And then maybe even what's your working beats per minute. But they're the sort of general ones that you're looking for. Building a habit. Not something you're going to do on day one, but it's something that you should think about. In your life, how many times can you go to the gym? 1 time a week will increase your fitness by a substantial amount. Okay, just 1 gym session per 7 days will massively increase your fitness. Anything more than that will increase your fitness at an accelerated rate. So if you're doing 2 times a week, You're going to get the same benefits, but you're going to get them a lot faster. You're not going to have to wait for like a year or something, okay? Okay, if you're doing like 3 times a week, like, can you keep that up? Can you do 5 days a week? Is 5 days a bit too much? Can you do 6? That might be a bit too much. You know, it's all about building a comfortable habit for you, and that's what we're really going for here. Okay, getting someone to show you some machines and free weights. If you are new to the gym, no one knows this stuff at the start. No one knows how to work these machines at the start. Okay, talk to the gym instructors, talk to the PTs, get a free PT session. Like, yeah, they're going to probably pressure you into doing like X amount of PT sessions, but it's better for them to talk to someone than it is to stand around and have nothing to do, which, little aside, a lot of PTs are doing that, and they would do a lot better if they just talked to randomers. Okay, you could be one of those randomers, but like, if you're new and you're scared and you don't know what you're doing, talk to a gym instructor, find out what to do, maybe hit a couple of classes, like a body pump class or something like that. They use free weights. Okay, they will know what to do. If you talk to like a receptionist, they'll be able to point you in the right direction. Okay, on the machines themselves, this is something that not a lot of people know, but on the machines themselves, a lot of them will just have how to set it up and what to do directly on the machine. Okay, so if you don't know, have a look around, make sure you're watching, like, make sure you're reading, looking at what the instructions are. They'll show you the different like bits to move and stuff like that. And you can always just watch what someone else does and then jump on and try it. Okay, check the weight, go really light to begin with and work your way down, but you know, try it, check it. Your first week in the gym, 65% of people, so 45% of people have already stopped coming. They do their first day, disappear, the end. But you are better than that. You are, after your first week, you are in. You have committed yourself to like 2 days. Okay, and you've done those 2 days. You're into your second week. Okay, so end of your first week. Okay, get a workout set. Okay, go talk to someone. Find one online that you like the look of, that you think, yeah, I could probably do that with the equipment that I have access to. Okay, get a workout set and then really focus on doing that. Okay, keep building that habit. If you've done 2 days for the first week, carry on trying to do those 2 days for the second week, and then for the third week, and then for the fourth week. But carry on building those habits. You can actually optimize your habits a little bit here. If you've done 2 days on the first week, or if you've done 5 days on the first week and your body is screaming at you, maybe on the second week you do 4 and you try and optimize it down to make it more comfortable for you. Okay, remember that the gym has to be something that you can continue to do. If you're doing like one incredibly hard workout and then you can't touch it for the next 5 days, not a good time. Okay, you're not going to stick to it. If you don't know, ask. Huge thing, absolutely huge thing. If there's a PT in there, if there's PTs in there and they are not with a client, they are going to do more by showing you a machine than they're going to do just sitting there looking at their phone. Okay, use them. If there's a gym instructor, perfect. This is exactly what they get paid to do. They would rather do this than clean and do whatever else. I know I was a gym instructor for like 10 years or like 9 years at least. Talk to the staff. Is there a particularly friendly receptionist or gym instructor or even cleaner as you come in? You can just say hey to, if they're cleaning in the gym and like they ask you to move your bag or something, or move like your feet so they can clean quick, or like stuff like that. Chat to them. Okay, try and build those connections. The gym is a lot more fun when you have connections to talk to. Okay, the gym staff love it when you say hello, love it. That's basically why they're there. And then if there is some exercise you don't jive with, okay, keep note and research alternatives. Oh yes, if there's an exercise that you hate with a passion, okay, that is a barrier to entry for you entering the gym. Okay, that will gradually bring you to a halt. If you don't like it, change it. Okay, research what that exercise is doing. If it's treadmill running and you find, God, this hurts my like ankles or my knees, okay, maybe a bike would be better for you. If you're on a chest press machine or one of the machines and it feels kind of weird, take note of the name and then Google that name, and it will give you alternatives of what you can do. It'll probably show you like some dumbbell alternatives, a bar alternative, something like that. Okay, it doesn't have to be hard. You can always take it really, really light to begin with and then work your way up. No one's going to worry about that. Okay, cool. Next one. Think about your goals. Ah, yeah, I love this one. So think about why you joined the gym. No one joins the gym because they're perfectly happy with themselves in every way. You clearly want something And the gym is a way to get it. Try and write down what those are and then talk to someone about them. Okay, that's like quite a big thing. But at the start, just think about your goals. Okay, just think about them because they will keep you going. If you're just going and being like, I want to lose weight, awesome. Okay, absolutely awesome. This is your first week. You're barely gonna, you might lose weight, you might not. Okay, your body might freak out entirely, not lose anything. Okay, which is fine, It's your first week. Rome isn't built in a day, and you might see changes in the first week. You might not. Okay, it could be, realistically, about a month before you see solid, concrete changes. That's what you're really looking for. But for now, just think about the changes that you're looking for. Okay? And then take meaningful and simple measurements. What do I mean by that? It's very, very simple, actually. If you are trying to lose some fat, okay, weigh yourself. Okay? Weigh yourself and then just take note of it. And then don't look at the scales again until you're about a month in. Okay? And then if your weight is the same, then talk to someone. If you are looking for bigger arms, measure your arms when they're flexed. Okay? You can't really see it, but I have terrible arms anyway, so you're not missing much. But, you know, measure the circumference and then just wait for about a month, month and a half, and then measure it again. If you're not getting what you want, talk to someone and change it. If you're looking for width in the shoulders, okay, if you're thinking about, oh, I really want to, I don't know, become strong. Cool, you're just looking for your weights to go up. Write down all the weights you're doing now, and then leave it, and then come back in a month. Okay, that's what I mean. Really, really simple measurements will give you a track to success. It's very, very simple. You write down some numbers on what you're doing now, and then what you would like to get to. That's it. The end. Okay, if you can just get a starting point within your first week or after your first week, that's fine. You're not going to make huge amounts of progress in your first week. You'll get technique progress. That's it. Okay, you're getting nothing in your first week. It's more about building that habit and then thinking about why you're there. That's the whole thing. Okay, and then making some friends, talking to staff, that type of stuff. They're there, they're being paid, talk to them. Okay, you are now at the end of your first month. 50% of people have left. They have joined January 1st. They are not there February. Okay? Right here is where you talk to people about your workout. Okay? Generally, if there's people in the gym and they are resting, or if there's a gym instructor there, if there's even a cleaner there, talk to them. Talk to them. Be like, hello, how are you doing? If it's a gym instructor, be like, yeah, this workout's going really good. Look at the things you don't like and be like, I'm not too keen on that one. What can I do instead? They'll love it. If there's a PT there, you're like, hey, I don't like this one. What can I do? Okay? They will love it. Okay? That's what you're doing. You're trying to sort of build that connection. If you don't like to talk to people, headphones in, go for it. Headphones in, go for it. Google what you don't like and then trade it out. Okay? Okay. Say hey to people. This is exactly what I mean. It's building those positive connections. Okay? Even if you don't want to talk to people, as you walk in, say hey, headphones in, you're gone. Okay? Everyone says hey to the gym instructors, personal trainers at the start. Go. Get started. They will not say hey to you again if you've got your headphones in. Okay? I know. I've had a lot of experience with it. Your first, how many have you got left on that? Okay. This is a big point of contention in the gym. Okay? You are on a machine. Someone else would like to use that machine. They don't know how long you've been on it. They don't know what you're doing on it. Okay? They will walk over and they'll just be like, hey, how many more sets have you got? Okay? If they're, like, generally, that's a fine question to ask in the gym. People only have a certain amount of time in the gym and they just want to know. If you want to take your time on it, just say that. Just be like, oh, I've got 2 sets left of 10, but I'm going to be a while. Okay? They'll either hang around and wait, they'll go do something else, whatever. If you don't want them to hang around, say you've got 4 sets. Say you've got 4 sets left and they're just going to leave and go do something else. Okay? No one can pressure you to get off a machine. Okay? Okay. If they do try that, go talk to a gym instructor. Okay? It's their job. Sort that out. Is there anything you want to try? Okay, you've been on a machine, but you find that someone that you really aspire to look like is doing something else. Okay? Talk to someone about it. If there's someone that's somewhat friendly at this point, you've been going a month, you might have started to converse with some people. Okay? Then ask them about it. if you see someone doing that movement and they look very, very proficient in it, when they're resting, not while they're doing it, when they're resting, when they've stopped, just walk over to them and be like, hey, I want to try that. Are there any tips you can give me? Okay? They'll open up. It's fine. Okay? No one cares about that. If they don't speak much English, whatever. It's like, oh, okay, see you later. That's it. That's as far as you get. Okay? No one's going to think worse of you for that. And someone, even if they can't help you, someone will overhear you. They'll help you out. If not, go see a gym instructor. It's their job to know most exercises and to know how to do them. Okay? They will gladly show you. Stick to the plan and be consistent. Haha. So, this plan is effectively get a workout set. Get a workout set in your first week, after your first month. How is it going? You've been doing it for 3 more months since then. 3 more weeks since then, sorry. How is it going? Are you able to stick to the number of days that you plan to do in a week? Okay, if you're doing 2 days and you're like, you know what? I might be able to fit a third one in. Then, sure, fit the third one in. If your plan is to do 3 days a week and you can't consistently do 3 days a week because of kids and stuff like that, screw it, drop down to 2. Okay? Drop down to 2 and then try and do something random outside the gym. Okay? That is fine. But it has to be convenient for you. Okay? So, month 2. There are only 25% of people left in the gym from when you started. Okay, so out of the 100% of people that you started with around the same time, only 25% of them will actually be left. You're going to be one of them because you're watching this. Talk to the regular faces. Again, talk. Okay, make sure it's a positive experience for you. Okay, if it's a negative experience for you when you go, you're not going to keep that up. And that's why so many people fail, because they feel like the gym is in there by themselves. That is not true unless you make it so. Okay, even then, you've got receptionists. They are literally paid to say hello and to be nice and to greet you on your way in. Okay, like that's exactly what you're looking for. But talk to the regular faces. You've been going for 2 months. You will notice people that are there the same time as you that love to talk. Okay, as you're in there, say hey, ask them questions. Okay, retake measurements. So these measurements at the start, take meaningful, simple measurements. Retake them again at the end of the 2nd month. Okay, or around that. See how you're changing. See how your body's changing. Like, can you lift more? Can you do longer? Have you lost weight? Okay, like this is the time to retake those measurements. If you take a measurement of weight every day, your weight is going to go up and down quite a lot, and it's going to be very demoralizing. Okay, for you just want to take it 1 month, leave it. Okay, 1 month in, 2nd month in, retake it on the 2nd month. If you find that your weight's gone up, then it might be a case that you need to weigh yourself more. But realistically, you will know why your measurement has gone wrong. Okay, you will know and you will be able to change that if needed. Okay, pick a new routine if bored or interested in new exercises. This can be quite a big one. If you are bored of your routine, fastest way to stop going to the gym. Okay, fastest way to let your health plateau out, your fitness plateau out, is to be bored by it. Okay, keep it interesting. Like a month realistically is what, 8 weeks, 8-9 weeks. Like if you're doing one exercise twice a week, then really that's 18 to like 20 times. Like you can do that, and that will be enough to see progress or not. At this point, basically, your workouts need to be over a decent amount of time. If you're doing a workout for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even a month and then can't continue and then change it, that's not going to help you. Okay, it's not going to help you. You're not going to find huge sort of progress from that. You need to do it for a long period of time. 2 months minimum per workout, I would probably say. Ideally 6 months, but it's best to reevaluate it every 2 months. Is there a way you can make gym better? If you're going there and you're raw dogging it without headphones or anything like that, and you're just listening to the terrible gym music and the whirring of cardio machines, that's a recipe for madness. Okay, like, can it be better with your own music? Can it be better if while you're doing your cardio on a bike and it's not that hard, you're reading a book on like a Kindle or you're reading a physical book? Can you maybe get a gym partner? Is there someone that you've seen very very continuously and you have been chatting to that you've made a little community with, where you're like, you know what are you doing tonight? And then if they're doing something, you're like, cool, do you mind if I join you for your workout? And they'll probably be like, no, that's fine. Okay, because generally the gym is quite a hard place to be. Hell is better with a friend, all right? That's the best case. That's the best way to look at it. Is in the gym, it's hard. People will be having a break. Someone's phone will be out of battery, or their earphones will be out of battery, and they'll be sitting there and they'll be listening to terrible gym music, and they'll be listening to whirring of cardio machines, and they'll be desperate to stop that and have a chat with someone. Okay? That's where you're at. Okay? So talk to the regular faces, retake your measurements, pick a new routine if you're bored or interested in new exercises. And then is there a way you can make the gym more comfortable or better? Can you get a better water bottle? Can you, I don't know, get some wrist wraps? Can you get knee sleeves? Can you get better gym clothing and make it nicer for yourself? Okay. Cool. So you're at your 6 months. There are now only 12% of the original 100%, the original group that started with you. Only 12% are coming now. Maybe less. I would probably say less. There's about 12% after the 6 month period. Okay. As you notice, the amount of time is getting longer. You see that? Because if you can make it to 2 months, you can make it to 6 months. Okay. You are getting more and more hardened to that gym life. Okay. So at the 6 month period, the stuff you need to look for. Okay. You are now a regular face. People will know that you come in at this time, you do your stuff, you go. Okay. You are now a regular face. You are part of the gym culture. You are part of the gym membership. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you do in the gym. You are now a regular face, and people will not necessarily expect to see you, but they won't be surprised if they see you in there. Okay? Cool. Quick note. No one, I know what gyms advertise they look like, and it's, young, healthy, strong, attractive people. Real life gyms, okay? 60, 70% old people. Okay, I'd say about maybe 5% of people overweight, maybe 10. Okay, 60, 70, we'll say 10% of people overweight, 10% of people underweight. Okay, because underweight is, I'd actually say higher, I'd actually say 15. So then, I don't know, there's maybe another 10, 15% left of just normal people, and some of them will be quite large or quite small, and then there'll be maybe 5% of people that look incredible in the gym. Okay, realistically, they're advertising the cream of the crop, but everyone else in there is going to be normal. And in the gym, no one cares what you look like. Okay, ideally, you look terrible in the gym, because the idea is the gym is the place where you go to look terrible. So as when you're out and about, you can look fantastic. Okay, if I see someone with a lot of makeup on, okay, with perfect makeup, I know they're not trying hard. If I see someone with loads of jewelry on, like the guys with the chains on, who are just doing arms, I know you're not trying hard. Okay, you might be trying hard, but you're not trying hard enough. Okay, you're not going to try hard enough to get the results you're looking for. You're in here because if you were, that jewelry would get in the way. Do you get what I mean? You get what I mean. Okay, cool. But even then, okay, that's their thing. They're doing it. It's fine. You are now a regular face. People will know you. People will say, hey, when you walk in. You will wave. You'll have 6 months of expertise in this, okay? You'll probably have a nice routine set for yourself. Okay, this is where you become some of that old guard. Retake your measurements. 1st month, 2nd month, 6th month. Okay, you want to see the difference between your 1st and 2nd, and your 2nd and 6th, and your 1st and 6th. You really want to see that difference. Okay, because that is going to be huge, and that will keep you going for a long time. How's your consistency doing? Okay, are you being consistent? If you're saying, let's have a look, building a habit. You want to build a habit, you said two days after your 1st week. You're like, yeah, I can stick to 2 days for a month. You go to a month, you're like, you know what, actually, I think I might be able to do 3. Or, you know what, this might be a bit much. I might be able to do 1.5. Might be able to do 1 and a run. Okay, after your 6 months, are you still there? Are you still doing it? Okay, your consistency, the reason that I harp on about consistency is because that will be the biggest change in you physically. Okay, anyone can write a incredibly hard workout. Anyone can do it. Okay, anyone can trash someone else's body. The trick is to make someone look good or to make someone get changes in their respiratory system, their like muscular system, like getting more range of motion for old people and stuff like that. It's how consistent can you be with it? Can you do it consistently? The more you do it, Rome wasn't built in the day. The more you do it, the better you look. That's why the more gains you get. I always go for looks because that's what I train for. But like, that's exactly it. No one does one workout and becomes absolutely massive. No one does one incredible workout and becomes incredibly skinny. Okay, no one does one workout and can lift 1,000,000 kilos. That's not how the gym works. That's not how your body works. It's the same with like instruments. It's all about like playing an instrument. It's anything you do is consistency. Okay, keep that in mind because the gym is exactly the same. So how is your consistency doing? Okay, maybe start to think about diet, seeing as you're putting in all this work. Okay, well, putting all this work in. Okay, so this is like quite a big one. We haven't talked about diet until we've got to the 6-month period. A lot of people will start on diet day one. The problem is that if you do diet and you do gym and you do stuff like that, they're all barriers. They're all huge changes in your life that are very hard to keep up. You want to do small changes that you can stick to. Okay? That's why our first 6 months has just been about, can you do the gym? Can you do it consistently? Like, can you make it a nice place to be? The end. The end. All of this is just to that. Can you make it a nice place to be? Can you do it consistently? And, you know, can you make it somewhat fun for yourself? If you can do all of that, you're sorted. Okay? And then, after that, diet. This is the point where I want you to think about diet, not necessarily do anything about it. You're just thinking about it. Okay? Could you maybe take in more protein? Could you maybe cut your calories down? Like, could you maybe look up some dietary stuff? That is it. It's all maybe. Okay? I don't even want you to make any changes. Not yet, anyway. You can, if you want, you know, and that's cool. But I need you to build up the consistency of the gym before you start throwing barriers and making yourself tired because you're on like 0 calories a day. Okay? Calories are what keeps you running. And enjoy the wins. Okay? Have you got new friends? Have you got better health? Are you fitter, stronger? Can you do something that you couldn't? Okay, that's the sort of thing that I'm thinking of. If you're somewhat aged and you couldn't lift your arm up past like sort of your shoulder, can you now go all the way up? If you couldn't bend down without problems, like in your back, can you now bend down and pick something up off the floor? It's the little wins, but you've got to enjoy them. You've got to be having fun. You've got to be keeping that up. And then finally, okay, if you can do 6 months, you can do it for eternity. Okay, there is nothing between this and this. That's why these drop-offs are getting less and less and less. Okay, well, like, first drop-off is huge. Second drop-off, not so much, because you can struggle your way through this. Shouldn't be a struggle, but you can. This drop-off is absolutely huge. This one right here. And then that you're starting to get into people who are getting more and more used to going to the gym. And then for infinity, so we're talking after 6 months, we're talking the 1 year mark, the 2 year mark, the 3 year mark. If this was just 1 year, I would say it's probably about 10%. This change wouldn't matter a lot. After 2 years, it'd probably be about 5%, and then it's going to stay at 5% basically forever. Okay, so you are now addicted. You are now absolutely addicted to going to the gym because you have a little social circle there. This is where you go to get out the stresses of the week. Okay, this is where you go for some of your mental health stuff. Like, this is a good coping mechanism for you, and that's fine. That is actually a perfectly valid thing, and it's making you sort of better internally and externally. Okay, that's what you're really looking for. But yeah, that's quite a funny one. You're now addicted to it. You are going to be seeking this. Okay, how are your original goals stacking up? So this is something that I like to check on every like 3 to 6 months. It's like, when I started the gym, I wanted to do this. I wanted to do something. Okay, I wanted to get something from it. Now, have those goals changed? Or can I now do those and I need new goals? Or, like, what am I aiming for here? Okay? You should never be aiming for nothing in the gym. That's the thing. You should always be like, oh, it would be really nice if I could do this. Okay? Or it has to be attainable. Always has to be attainable. But it's good to have those goals. Okay? That's what you're looking for. The big congrats. You are now the one of the old guard in the gym. People will join and people will leave and you will watch them do it all. Okay? It's quite a fun little social experiment. But you are now an old guard. It is your job to teach new people. If you see someone struggling and you don't know, like, oh, like maybe they want to know something, maybe they don't, you don't have to go up and say anything to them. You just have to be a friendly face in the gym. You have to be like, hey. That's it. That's it. If they want to know something from you, they'll ask. Okay? Or if you feel like they want to know something from you, you can ask them. You can be like, hey, did you want to know X, Y, and Z? And they can be like, no. And you're like, oh, cool. Headphone back in. Off you go. If they say yes, boom, you're in it. Okay? Be a nice person. Exactly what I was just talking about. That is basically the main one at this point. At this point, because you're in it. You're addicted. You're going to come forever. Okay? You are now peak you. Okay? That's exactly where you get. You might get a better workout. You might start to look better after like the second year, the third year, the fourth year. Once you'll get like everything sorted out and you've got something that works for you. Fantastic. But this is it. This is the whole of the gym thing. You'll notice I didn't talk about body parts. I didn't talk about muscles. I didn't talk about rep ranges. Didn't talk about sets, rest times. I didn't talk about enough cardio that you should be doing. Because if you can't do consistency, none of it matters. None of it. Remember, something is better than nothing. If you get to like here and you stop, it doesn't mean that, oh, I can't carry on. I can't do it anymore. Okay? No, screw it. Next time, go back to step one. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these. This is a very, very easy way of getting into the gym. And then the idea of this is to remain in the gym. Okay? Is to be one of those faces. Okay? That's what you're looking for. That's what we're going for here. Okay? Just a little thing. This is like, you know, a 40-minute video. Maybe less now because I've probably cut it down. But that's what you're looking for. Okay? Okay. It was just a little thing from me because I was a professional in it for a little while. And I wanted to make sure that I passed on the knowledge. Okay? From me to you. And I've worked in 4 or 5 gyms at this point. Okay? So, you know, I got a little bit of experience in it. All right? So I pass it on to you. This is what you're looking for in the gym. This is how you work it. The end. Finished. Okay? Okay. Catch you later. Bye-bye.